Hi, what does it mean to follow your intuition? Well, a lot of times following our intuition means following that gut feel, that sense of knowing. And it usually is right here in your solar plex. But a lot of times we're all so rushed and we're all in a hurry that we just make rash decisions. And we never really do get to truly quietly listen to what we already know. We are such amazing humans and human beings, and we have such amazing divine support for answers. I am always asking God and always asking my angels and my guides for any kind of sign and any kind of message that I'm supposed to hear. So I allow for the wonder, right? I'm not sitting there thinking it's all up to me. So we have a sense of knowing. We were born with this. It's our birthright. I think somewhere down the road, we were told not to trust this. And I don't know why, but maybe back in the Indian days, they had to trust that more because there wasn't so many outside distractions. They really could focus on what they knew, what they heard, what they saw, and move forward with the right decision for them. So some simple ways to do this is start to limit the news, any kind of chatter and noise that fills you and fills that space. A lot of times it fills us with fear. And so kind of set that aside and spend a lot of time in quiet and peace. And so when we stay in a quiet and peace, and I do this every day, I meditate on and in the presence of God. I ask Him for protection. I sit there and I meditate in silence. And for me to get to this place where I can just sit for a long time is crazy, because my mind usually is always going. But over the last 3 or 4 years, as I've been practicing this, it is getting easier. And it is, trust me, it is so nice to check out and just be still for a while. Let all those thoughts settle down. Then when things come your way in life, you are going to be more apt to hear them. And that's a great way to start your intuition. Another way is to, once you feel an intuitive thought or intuitive feeling, or you see an intuitive vision, or you hear something, test it, follow up with it, ask someone. I just had a feeling that you were sick, or your stomach hurts, or I have a feeling that you're really upset, or this or that. So always test and trust. So real quickly in my practice, I had to step into that. I do a fascial stretch therapy, so I'm using my hands a lot, and I do Reiki, which is healing with the universal God's knowledge. So I'm always quietly around people, and I started to hear all this stuff. And I was like, Kristen, why are you daydreaming about that or this or that? And then I thought, oh, maybe this is my intuition. So I started to test people, and I'd say, hey, I'm sensing that what I'm feeling in your body is that your stomach really hurts and you have inflammation. Are you allergic to dairy? And they'd be like, yes. I go, yeah, your body doesn't like it. Or I'm like, I have my hand on their side and I'm like, I'm sensing that your liver is having a hard time. Are you getting that checked out? Yes, I'm under some procedures with my doctor on that. I have my hands on someone and I'm sensing that you had a lot of childhood abuse and your dad used to yell at you a lot, or whatever I'm hearing, right? And they're like, yes. I said, well, okay, so let's get that. Let's work on that as part of your healing. So I have the privilege of hearing, feeling, or seeing, or knowing on a client, and then I can test it out with them. So I am pretty lucky that way. It doesn't mean that you can't do it for yourself. Step into the wonder and mystery of life, and step into the divine self that you can be all that you can be, and really working from a place of knowing. Have a great day. Thank you.